Hello, it's Friday night, and I thought that I would come on and do a very quick live to talk about some stuff that came to me while I was doing some writing. And I thought, well, I'll just come on here and say hello. One of the things that I think is really important is to figure out what exactly you want. Now, the title of this live is Next Level You, right? And I'm going to get there in 1 second. In terms of where you are right now, and shaking it, where you are right now and where you want to be, which will likely be at the next level up from where you are right now. So you're expanding, you're growing. Where you are right now and where you want to be will require you to think differently. It will require you to think about things in a different way. It will require, I can't even say the sentence today. It will require you to be putting yourself into new situations, learning new things, trying new things, having new conversations, having different conversations. It will require you to do things differently than you are doing right now, which means that next level you, or NLY, as we are now calling it with the lingo, the next level you requires you to think completely different about. So when I'm doing this thing, and I'm specifically talking about both business and mindset. Hello, Miss Mel. When you're thinking about mindset and business, if I was doing something now, I want you to start thinking about what would my next level self do in that situation. And for the majority of us, we have no idea, because we are so used to operating in a comfort zone and at a space where we are just like comfortable. We know what we know what we don't know, and so we don't want to actually put ourselves any further outside of that comfort zone. We want to stay exactly where we are. So for us to go to that next level, we have to start asking those questions of, what would my next level self do? And what you'll find a lot of the times is you probably won't have an answer, because your thinking has to go to that next level for you to then be able to go, actually, so this is what I'll do. And the way in which you do that, the way in which you can have the capacity to be able to do that, is to hang around different people, have different conversations, expose yourself to different opportunities. And you don't even need to leave your house to do that. I mean, there are so many platforms now where you can actually start to have that opportunity. Hey, sis. Have that opportunity to be exposed to different conversations and different people. It's so much easier now. So in terms of, I'll talk specifically right now about business, but in terms of business, if you are selling things for $50, your next level self may be thinking about, so how can I sell those for $250 or $500? And the conversation that you'll be having with yourself, if you're selling something for $50 as opposed to selling something for $500, is going to be that jump up. And it's about, okay, stepping out of that comfort zone to go, actually, I am worthy. I was like, this stuff is good. Like, do you know how long it took me? Do you know how talented I am? Like, all of those things. That next level self would be like, why wouldn't I be selling it for that? Like, have you seen what I've done? That's the kind of thing. And then once you get comfortable at 500, then you'd be like, right, I'm going to 1,000. And again, that next level self is going, wow, so I'm selling this now for $1,000 as opposed to 500. That next level me is like, well, of course, like I'm expanding, I'm growing, I'm getting better, I'm learning. So of course I'm going to then start to look at charging that higher. And then it's just going to continue to grow and to expand. And then you're going to teach and go into all those sort of things. But it's about exposing yourself to people who are already at that level. And a lot of times we don't. We stay comfortable in matching people with where we are, and yet we want to go to that next level. And then there's that whole not leaving people behind, but it's easier for you to go to that next level and be there and pull people up rather than trying to push them up from your shoulders, because it's a whole lot harder. You need to go first. We are women in business. It's 2020. Ain't nobody got time to be playing around anymore. Like, now is the time. If it's ever going to be any time, it's going to be now. Like, no, we're done playing. We're too brilliant. I can't sit by anymore and watch any more brilliant women like play small. Like, I just want to stab myself in the eye with a blunt object because it's that painful. So what I want you to be doing now is to be like getting rid of all of those things that are holding you back. And you already know. Like, you already know what it is that's going on in your head that's got you thinking, I can't do that. Oh my God, nobody will pay me that. Oh my God, really? Like, I'm going to charge that. Oh my God, I can't do it. Because that's what your normal is. When you step to that next level, when you get comfortable with that, then you can be like, well, of course. I'll tell you a story. When I started training, I was horrendous. Oh my Lord, I was bad. I started training in pre-employment. So people who were looking to get a job, the employment agencies would run like communication or an interview skills or whatever. So they had no choice but to be there, thank God, because otherwise they would have walked out the door. Like, I was that bad. But I was getting paid about $300 a day. And back then I was like, oh my God, somebody's paying me $300 a day. Oh my God. Like that's how I was. And then after a couple of years, then I started doing training in remote communities, and it went up to $600 a day. Well, I just thought that I was pickled jam. Like, I was that good. I was like, oh my God, somebody pay me $600. Who I was when I was getting $300 was completely different to who I was when I was getting $600. Because behind all of the years that it took me to get there was the skills, the knowledge, the experience, the growth, the failures, the tears, the mess ups, the insults, like said the wrong thing. All of those learnings and stuff came from where I was at that point to then where I was at the next level. And so that has continued to increase. And that's what we're meant to do. Like, we're supposed to go to a certain level where it gets uncomfortable, because then we're due to go up to that next level. Like, I went from 600 to 800. That was like a huge jump, because I was thinking, like, I'm going to be getting to $1,000 in this. Like, that's just really weird. But it was that whole getting closer to that comfort where I thought, you know, really? Like you don't pay me that. But it was that next level of me then going, well, actually, you know what? Again, I had some extra experience behind me. I had some more solutions that I could choose from and to call on to be able to help and impart that knowledge. And for you, where you are right now, you need to understand that you're done playing small. Like, I don't have anybody orbiting my world who is a shrinking violet. I don't have any kind of violets in my world. Like, you are here for a bigger game. Like, my old people, we have conversations all the time. Like, they side slap me up the head, Karen. Like, you just need to start moving. You're telling them fellas, like, now is the time. They tell me it's time. Like, now is the time for you. Some of y'all fluffing around thinking you're just going to lay back. Nope. Them old people are saying it's time for you to step up. It's time for you to step out of that comfort zone. And that's why I'm on here telling you, because they're telling me to tell you that it's time. We can't be changing the world. We can't be changing a generation if we're not brave enough to go first. If we're not brave enough to go, what does me at a next level look like? If you were to think about that, your whole world would completely change, because you'll be no longer making the decision on, wow, this is comfortable. If you asked yourself that question in terms of business, what would my next level me choose for this situation? And if it's just something that's comfortable, well, then I would say that's not your next level, because it needs to be that thing that expands you to go, actually, that's a little bit scary. Then you know it's your next level. having that conversation, making that phone call, putting that post out, selling that thing, increasing that price tag, all of that sort of stuff lets you know that if you're a little bit, like a little bit of a twitch going on there, you know that that's you at your next level. If you're just comfortable going, actually, you know what, like I'll just like $25, like that's it. Whereas you know that you're meant to be charging like $500 for that thing. You're just like, no, look, I'll just sell it for that. Nope, you do yourself a disservice and you do a disservice to others because your value is being diminished by you not stepping up to that next level and owning that. And because that's also a vibrational thing as well. Like when you step up and go, well, hell yeah, why would you think I wouldn't charge that for this thing? Like it's that good. It's that vibration that you hold that women will go, I just want to be around her. Like I'm not even sure why, but I want to be there. That's what that's about. That's why it is. So don't playing small. Like this whole like shrinking violet thing is just pitiful. Like it's so 2016. Like I'm just going to throw that out there. So 2016 because 2020, we've had lots of time to practice. We've had lots of time of guilt. We've had lots of time for flogging ourselves for things that we should have done, things we shouldn't have done, mistakes that we've made. Like we've done lots of practicing, we've done lots of trials and errors, we've done lots of beta testing. This is the time. Like there's no more fluffing around, there's no more testing stuff. There's like you're ready. And the thing is that you're ready, and you know you're ready because otherwise you wouldn't be here watching. Like I said, people don't orbit my world who aren't ready. Your next level self is ready and it is waiting for you to step out of it. And most of you who will step out and go into that whole, this is really scary, but I'm doing it anyways. Once you get to that place, it's almost like the doors will just open and all of these opportunities will flow and people will come and meet you. But you can't be met at your next level self if you're still operating from your current level. It's like you can't be on the first floor and the ground floor at the same time. Like you just can't. You're either on the first floor or you're on the ground floor. Like that's it. Which one? And for some of y'all, you've been in the basement. Like so you're not even on the first floor. Like you've been in the basement. It's time to go to the first floor. Like that's where you need to be. Because you've been on the ground level, you've been in the basement, you've been hiding for too long, you've been doing all that sort of stuff. We're done. So next level self, start to ask that question. What would my next level self choose for this? Whatever it is, whether it's the food you eat, whether it's exercise, whether it's particularly for business I'm talking about as well, but you can pretty much do it for anything. What would my next level self choose? And if you're, like I said, starting to get a little quivery, well, chances are you're heading in the right direction. Start to put yourself in places where you're having different conversations. Next level you requires you to have a different conversation. Like you can't be next level you and have the same conversations. Again, you can't be on the first floor and the ground floor at the same time. You can't be having next level conversations if they're exactly the same conversations that you've been having for the last couple of years. Like, for goodness sake. Like it's just common sense. It's clearly not that common because we all do crazy stuff, I'm telling you. So put yourself in places where even if you're not having those conversations, you are hearing those different conversations. Because the conversations that you're having at that $500 level are going to be completely different than the conversations that you're having at $5,000 and $500,000 and 5 million. So even if you're not comfortable yet to go into those places, join groups. Go on, like you can Google, you can go to YouTube, start listening to people who are talking about that kind of next level stuff. Because if you're not going to be comfortable hearing about that, and even if you're not partaking in that conversation, if you're not comfortable hearing about that, then you're still going to continue to stay at that space. Whereas if you go next level, you're going to be going, okay, so next time I do that, then I can be looking to charge that. Or that's where I need to, that's a gap that I have to fill because I need that skill. Probably don't, but you want to tell yourself that, so knock yourself out. This is what I need to be able to go to that. Start putting yourself into groups. Now you can stay in the groups where you're looking at cat memes and, people falling over and all that sort of stuff, like if that's where you want to be, then, by all means stay there. If you're looking to expand and grow, particularly in your business, then start utilizing this platform. I'm not on Instagram, it's lost on me, I can't understand it. People talk about IGTV or something, like I can't even find anyone's, let alone figure out how to do it myself. So if anyone's an IG tech expert, can you please hit me up, because I can't even post a photo. Like I think I have like 4 photos on there, a true God. But wherever you're comfortable in your platform, go there and follow people. Whether or not you like some of the celebrities have got to that next level. Celebrities started, like if you think about Brad Pitt, Jennifer Aniston, like they were starting on like toothpaste commercials. I think they were doing like noodle television commercials. Like they started doing some sad stuff. That next level that they continue to go. Most of them have done some really bad shows that like supposed to be a blockbuster and it was just like a big block of cement. They kept going, next level, next level, next level. That's what you can do. So start putting yourself in those places where you can have those conversations, where you can at least hear those conversations and hear people talking about that kind of level, so that you can get comfortable with, wow. So again, like I use the example, I'm not going to sell this for $50, I'm going to sell it for $500. Like that's a massive jump for you to get comfortable to go, actually, my price is $500. Okay, great. People, you'll be surprised when you go, that's my price. People will go, okay, great. Some people are going to go, what the hell? Hello, everyone. People are going to go, what? I'm not paying that. Okay, that's fine. It's not for you. Let you go. Send you love. See you later. Like that way. That's all you need to do. Let him go. I send you love and let you go. Because the people who are supposed to be in your world will be, and for you to be insanely successful, people need to buy your stuff. Because if people aren't buying your stuff, you have a hobby. You don't have a business, you have a hobby. And some of y'all got real expensive hobbies. They're not even cheap ones, they're like hugely expensive ones. Wouldn't you like to make money? Hello, lovelies. I'll say hello to everyone. So hello, Julie and Kate and Gavin and Audrey and Desmond and Danielle and Susie. How are you? Thank you for stopping by, listening to me ramble and rave about next level. So here are a couple of things I want to just get you to think about. Think about for yourself, where are you right now? So take stock of the level that you're at right now. So where are you really comfortable? Like if you're in terms of business, how's your business going? Do you have a business? Or are you still at the stage where you're thinking about having a business? Where are you at right now? Start thinking about where do you want to be? So what would I like my business to look like? Most of us have no idea what a successful business would look like because we don't even know how to daydream about being successful. Wow, what would success look like? If I went to bed tonight, had a magic wand, my business is successful, woke up tomorrow, what would be different in my world? What would it look like? That's what you need to start thinking. Most of us go, I don't even know. Well, how are you supposed to work towards that if you don't even know what it is? That's that foundation, that's that ground floor thinking and comfort that we're in. That next level is, so what am I comfortable now? What's my new level of comfort? What am I looking at for myself now? Actually, success means I'm going to go and have a shower and have some breakfast, and then I'm going to go and paint, and then I'm going to get on a call with someone, and I'm going to talk about pitching my whatever my thing is, and then I'm going to go and do some more creative, or I'm going to go and do whatever it is that I'm doing. Start to think about that so that you can get comfortable with that's what it looks like. And you may well be working 9 to 5 right now. Hell, you may be working from 6 to 10. But you can still get yourself to that space where you are thinking about, so what does that next level look like for me, so that when it does come along, or when the opportunities come along for you to get to there, you will know that actually, I know for me to get there, that's the thing that I need to do. And it might be scary. And it might involve an investment, and it might involve me doing something completely different. But I know that if I want to get from here to there, that's where I want to go. So that's the step that I need to take. And that's what I need to say yes to. And so if you don't know what that is because you haven't entertained that idea, then you can't move towards it. There's no opportunity for you to see it because you haven't seen it in your head, if that makes sense. So start to think about that. Think about what would be different in your world. And if you're thinking about next level self, start asking those questions. Ask yourself that once a day for a week. What would my next level self be doing right now? Because I'm pretty sure, I'm just going to throw it out there, I'm pretty sure that if you were asking that question, what would my next level self be doing? It wouldn't be watching Married at First Sight. I love Married at First Sight. I'm just going to tell you, I wasted a whole 3 months on Married at First Sight when that season came out. Oh my Lord. And I had the replays, and then the after 5 thing, it was just seriously, my whole life, that whole week that was on, I got nothing done. Wasted 3 months of my life on that. I can never get that back. But start to ask yourself over that week, once a day, what would my next level self be doing? Pretty sure that it would be not watching Married at First Sight. It would be doing the thing, writing, running, talking, painting, sewing, singing, training, meditating, exercising, quality time. It could be a whole different level of things. Asking yourself, what would my next level self be doing? And if you ask yourself that once a day and do one thing, by the end of the week, you will have done 7 things that move you closer to that next level you. 7 things. So that's 7 actions that you will have taken. That's 7 steps that you will have taken towards that next level. And then imagine if you did that again for the next week. So that will then be 14. And that's only if you do it once a day. Before you know it, if you did that by the end of the month, you would not know who you are and how far you have progressed. It would be amazing. But we seem to think that it's really hard and we have to do hours and hours and hours of stuff, and then we get burnt out, then we get bored, and then we go into overwhelm, and then it all falls apart and we go, I'm done now. I'm not doing it. One thing, one question, what would my next level self do right now? I'd go and write that post. Go on then. I'd go and write that poetry. Go on then. That's the simple stuff. We try to make it really hard. It's not hard. We just need to get used to something completely different. We need to get used to being off the ground floor, going up to the first floor. And that's what we're doing. We're going up by saying, what would my next level self do? And then what you're doing is you're turning around and you're looking down at where you are now, and then you know what to do. So, my next level self would be to go and write that post that sales letter, or, I'm going to go and draw that outline. Excellent. So your next level self then already knows what to do. So then you can go and do that, so that then you can be there. And then it's that next level. Does that make sense? And so you need to be able to start doing that, because at the moment, most of us are here going, what am I supposed to do? I don't even know what to do. What's the thing? What am I doing now? What do I need to do? And you're still doing exactly the same things that you're doing, as opposed to going, so what would next level me do? If I was a success in my business, what would I be doing right now? Even if your business hasn't made $5, if I was successful in my business now, what would I be doing? Do that once a day, 1 hour a day, 1 action a day. That's all it takes. That's going to make a massive difference. But you need to start getting to that place where you're thinking about that next level. What is my next level? What would next level me do? And once you get to that place, then that just becomes then your new normal. Because when you then go, okay, so I need to do that 1 action a day, then before you know it, it'll be like, what do my next level do? Well, it's 2 actions a day. So that's 14 things during the week that you're doing. And then you go to that next level, and that just incremental rise. And before you know it, you'll be so successful and so comfortable at that next level. People will be going, oh my God, what did you do? Well, actually, I did one thing, and I stepped into who I know I am meant to be and who I am supposed to be. I'm stepping into that now, as opposed to waiting for somebody to come along and give me permission to step into it, because ain't nobody going to give you permission. I'm telling you now, some of y'all are waiting for permission. If you need it, there you go. You have permission. There you go. Look, there you go. Boom. permission. Not that you need it, but some of y'all are waiting for it. Yep, somebody needs to tell me I can. I just told you. So where you are, next level, what would my next level me do? So you can be like, WWNLMD. What would next level me do? That's really cool. I'll never remember that, so that's not like it's lost on me. But next level you. That's it. Just ask yourself every single day, what would next level me do? Like, it's really simple. Don't complicate the process. So does anybody have any questions before I jump off? I'm aware that this was a little bit longer than normal, but I think it's really important because a lot of you are just, you're kind of like, and it's a really bad analogy, but I'm going to use it anyways. You know, like you have a horse race, and you know when they're all lined up just waiting for the thing to open, the gate to open? That's how some of y'all are. You're busting to get out of the gate. The gate's open. You're the one opening the gate. Like, the gate's open. Go. That gate opening is the next level you. You don't need permission to do that anymore. You don't need somebody to come and save you from that. You don't need somebody to tell you that you need to do something else. You already know what you need to do. That's the thing. You already know what it is that you need to do. But you're not doing it, which is a whole other video in itself as to why you're not doing it. I shall do a video on that as well. But you need to start thinking about why you do what you do and why you're not doing what you're doing. Because no one's coming to save you. Next level you is all up to you, which is great because we have the power. Like, that's what's so great about it. Next level us, like, starts and finishes with us. Like, we have the power. I know that. Like, that's awesome. Keep it simple. I know, right, Danielle? Keeping it simple. What a happy thought. Oh my God. Let's just complicate the process way more than we need to. Seriously, like, most people who are in business, really, really simple. To have a business, you need to have a product or service. You need to have somebody who will buy said product or service, and then you need to sell the damn thing. It's really quite simple. You have the thing. You need to find someone to sell the thing. You need to sell the thing. Like, that's all business is. But we complicate the process. We make it all about something that's not something. Actually, no. But your next level self will require you to step up and ask for that sale. Your next level self will require you to put your stuff out there. Some of y'all are selling off your Facebook page, and the bastard is on private. How? How are you expecting people to buy your stuff if it's on private? Like, I don't understand that. Some of y'all are out there, like, wanting to be successful in business, using your Facebook, and your profile picture is a cat. I'm not buying off a cat. I'm not buying products off a cat. I want to buy off a human, not a cat. Like that's just simple stuff to me. If you want to have cats, love cats, start a cat page or something. Your profile is your prime real estate here. That next level you means that you need to put your picture as opposed to the cat and step up. Like, that's a simple next level. I'm actually going to put a picture in my profile as me. I'm going to do one post of my latest thing that I'm selling, and I'm actually going to say, this is for sale, this is the price, DM me or put sold down below, or however you sell stuff on Facebook. Like, that's all some of you, but I'm telling you, you're trying to sell stuff, you're complaining that you're not selling stuff, you got a cattish profile picture, the thing's locked down so nobody can see it. How are people going to buy from you? I mean, I can't tell you how many posts I've seen where people are selling beautiful stuff. Oh my God, beautiful, beautiful stuff. And you ask the question, how can I buy this? And then it's ghosts. Like crickets. And then like 3 weeks later, they come back and they send a message, and it's like, what was I talking about? I don't even know. I don't even remember. And then you have to go back to the post, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I'm off it now. Like, seriously, that's how some of you are. Like, you put stuff out there, people are interested, and then nothing. You don't even reply to them. Like, that to me is insane. So start with the simple stuff. Please start with the simple things. Where are you now? Where do you want to be? What will require you? Next level you. Those are the words for this week. Every single day, ask yourself, what would next level me do right now? And it may simply be the next level you just needs to think about what I need to do, okay? Like, I've started writing lists. Like Zoe said, she can't survive without a list. Lists are new to me. Like, my next level thing is I need to figure out what I'm doing. There's a happy thought, because normally I just rely on my big old scone, and I'm getting older, so that's just failing me. That doesn't work out like it used to. But I'm starting that next level me. I have a list. I actually follow the list. Oh, there's a happy thought. By the end of the day, I have what's on the list ticked off the list. Again, oh my God, happy thought, right? Those simple little things. And you may already have a list. That's great. Are you getting through everything that's on the list? Is there stuff that you need to take off the list? Because next level you may well as, oh, Miss Zoe's joined. I was just talking about doing lists. Oh, you made me look bad because I just started them, but I know you can't live without them. You having things on your to-do list, perhaps, that have been there for a little bit too long and is now just a procrastination thing. Oh, no, it's the same. Like, the next level that you are at will require you to also get rid of some stuff as well. Some of y'all just having stuff. Some of y'all have a to-do list that's been a to-do list since 1979. Like, y'all, some of y'all have stuff on that list that have been there for like 30 years. You know you're not going to get that done. It could well be that I'm going to clean out that closet. You're not cleaning that closet out. I don't even know why you keep putting that on the top of the list. Just let that go. No. Like, some, because then you just made yourself feel good by having it on that list. That's not a next level you. When you move house or it burns down, you'd be like, I didn't need that stuff anyways. Like, next level you is like, what can I be doing right now which will help me to show up as the amazing businesswoman that I am? And also, what can I be doing to show up as the successful businesswoman that I am? Miss Zoe, I know that's you. So Harold says, I'll have to share with you my first things first formula. Oh, that sounds interesting. First things first. I know, right? So hopefully that was helpful. I really want, particularly us women, like, no offense to my brothers, I love you. Us women, we have been playing small for so long, and I'm so done with it. Like, I'm just done with the whole playing small thing. I just can't stand by anymore, particularly in business. Like, Jesus, I tell you what, we've got so many successful, talented women who are just shrinking when it comes to business, and I can't stand by anymore. And like, you all know who you are. Like, seriously, I can't stand by and watch that anymore. And so it's like 2020 is the year. Like, seriously, we are stepping it up. Next level. Next level you. So hopefully that has been helpful. I have started a group called the Women's Power Collective. Now, I'm just pretty new to starting groups, because normally I've only just done everything on my page, but I'm starting new with the group. So if you'd like to be a part of the group, the Cool Club, Women's Club, let me know. I'm going to be populating stuff in there, but it's pretty like low on at the moment, because I'm still trying to figure out how to like put people in there and stuff. It's quite bizarre. So if you want to be a part of that, that's fine. If you have any comments or whatever, let me know. If you have any questions, I'm one of those people who actually come back and answer people. So if you have a question, make sure that you leave it. And Harold, brother, send us that first things first formula, because that sounds really interesting to me. I'd like to have a little bit of a look-see at that. Enjoy your weekends. I hope you have an amazing time. Thank you for spending some time with me on Friday night. I do really appreciate it. Hopefully that's been helpful for you. Don't overcomplicate the process. Don't overcomplicate it. First thing, nope. Simple, 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 simple. We are looking for the simplest things. Next, level you. You're here. You want to get there. What do I need to do? Look back. Go, okay, this is what I need to do. Then go and do it. Like, don't complicate stuff. Yes, thank you. It's perfect. I'm sick of treading water. Miss Danielle, how long have you been treading water? Like true God. Some of y'all are just so brilliant. You just make me sick. Like seriously, that's how good you are. And you'll be like, I'm not even. You know you are, but you're just playing small. Like you're not even in the basement. You're under. What's under the basement? Like what's lower than the basement? I don't even know. Is there like something under the basement, or is that just like a grave? I don't even know. Like that's how low. Like you're under the basement. Is that like a bunker? Basement, bunker. Let's go with bunker. Some of y'all are in the bunker. Like that's how bad. You're not even in the basement, on the ground level to get to the next level. You're actually just like in the bunker. We need to get out of the bunker. We need to get to next level. We want to be on the first floor, at least the first floor. Like that's so important. So perfect timing. I'm now listening to the oh yeah, look, I was just I wouldn't say waffling. Oh, the foundation is what's under the basement. Yeah, no, it's not even foundation. No, like it's under that. I reckon it's a bunker. I'm going with a bunker. Let's go with that. I like that because we've got the basement. Then underneath there, let's go like trapdoor, tunnel. Ooh, tunnel. That would be. Let's go that. Okay, so hopefully that's been helpful. Thank you for hanging out with me. Leave me a message and I will get back to you. And if you thought it was useful, share it. If not, have a fantastic weekend. I will talk to you again soon. Thank you for hanging out with me.